Welcome back. Bitcoin is becoming more widespread and widely accepted as a form of payment. Technology consultant Francie Black is here to show us how this digital currency works. Bitcoin. We've heard of this, but I don't think a lot of people really know what it is.
Well, it's pretty foggy. It's a pretty hard concept. So we're going to touch on the surface today and get some highlights of what is Bitcoin and how to use it, and then we're going to dig into it more next week. So this is going to be part of a two-part series. But a lot of people are starting to hear about Bitcoin. It's covered in the news a lot. I think you had a story.
Yeah, just recently, you remember the hackers that hacked into all the big companies overseas, and especially they asked for Bitcoin
in payment
to ransom back all that data. So
yeah.
That's when we hear about it.
So you hear about it in the news, and it's good to understand this because this is kind of like where the internet was maybe 15, 20 years, well, probably 20 years ago. And this is where we're going to head in the future.
Okay.
So, all right. So what is Bitcoin? It is a 100% digital currency, okay? And what I mean by that is it's all handled by computers and electronics. There is no bank that owns it. There is no company that owns it, and it's not necessarily, there's no physical. I can't show you a dollar bill or coins or a pile of cash that represent Bitcoin because it's all electronic. Very much like the internet is electronic, okay? So on the internet, we have web pages and websites, and people put up articles, so it's information on websites distributed throughout the world on computers.
But no one owns it.
But nobody owns it.
Okay.
Exactly, and no one person controls it either, okay, or company. So Bitcoin is the exact same thing, but instead of information, it is
money.
Okay, so we're going to look at, these are actually Bitcoin servers. So just like you have web servers, there are Bitcoin servers. These are called Bitcoin miners, okay? And they actually generate Bitcoin. We'll get into that topic next week. But I want to show you, each one of these is the fan on the back of a computer. There's no monitors or keyboards, but these are all Bitcoin miners. There are thousands upon thousands, probably millions, located throughout the world that are keeping track of Bitcoin transactions, okay? So no bank is controlling it and no person or government or country is controlling it. They're all controlled by, not controlled, but managed by these Bitcoin miners. So let's say I want to buy a car from you.
Okay.
And I have Bitcoin. I pay you in Bitcoin electronically, okay? And that transaction is recorded on Bitcoin miners throughout the entire world, okay?
Everybody can see this.
Everybody can see this. And in fact, if you want to see it happening, you can go to a site. This is one website where you can see it. And this is literally Bitcoin transactions. If we can get a close-up of that, great. That is literally showing transactions that are going on throughout the world right now in Bitcoin. So every time it flashes, that's a new Bitcoin transaction. Sometimes it's a fraction of a Bitcoin, okay? Or you might see a 10 or a 20 roll by. That means 10 goods and services have been bought with Bitcoin.
And you said Bitcoin is worth about $2,000
Yeah, it's a little over $2,000 right now, $2,200. And that number changes quite a bit. Last year at the same time, it was worth about $600.
Okay, so getting more popular.
Getting much more popular, okay? So what happens is when I pay you, it actually goes into what's called your Bitcoin wallet, which can be seen on an app or on a website such as this. This is a close-up of that. I know that was actually flashing by, but you can see these transactions going by, and it's all highly, highly encrypted. So what's happening is this ledger on all of these computers that are throughout the world are tracking these transactions for us and keep track of what's in our wallet. So now I have some and you have some.
Okay.
All right, so that's a real high level. Next week we're going to talk about how they're created, okay, and how you can get some besides being bought or sold by us.
And remember, the whole concept of this too is that it's not like you're going to buy the euro or something. It's a universal amount.
That's
We
right.
pay the same thing as they pay in India, as
Right.
you pay in Germany or wherever. It's all the exact same currency.
Yeah, so the reason why people want to use Bitcoin is because it is universal, it's international, and there's very limited fees with it, and it's easy.
Yeah, okay. Cutting down on fees, good reason to do that.
Yep, you check
all right,
out there.
All the information, of course, during the Tech Time segment of WLOS.com.